All right, good morning to you, viewers, and welcome to Let's Talk Show with Horeb and Tony on Afro Web TV on this very morning. And yes, as usual, we have so many topics that we have to discuss with you. And today it has to do with something very important. In universities and every other schools, we have student bodies who have some assignment and duties that they perform in rendering services to their communities. So this morning, we are going to look at what exactly are the roles of the student bodies in universities, in other education centers, and see how they perform these duties, the challenges they face, and how they survive. In fact, being a student and also leading has never been easy. So those are the things we are looking at this morning. And as usual, if you want to take part in this show, please, you can join us on the show by calling us on +1 319 462 8979. You can also reach out to us on YouTube and Facebook, AfroWeb TV, or on www.afrowebtv.com. My name is Horeb Anthony, and then if you are ready, let's the show start. Well, on the show this morning, we are receiving a very important guest that is going to tell us about his endeavors, his steps that he has taken in making sure his studies and then leading a student body has been going on successfully together. And he will be telling us about the challenges he's been facing and how he has surmounted those challenges. And this morning on the show is David Henen. David, good morning, David.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Thank you, Horeb. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you for accepting our invitation. And I
You're
have to
welcome.
remind the people that David is a PhD student at the University of Lagos, specializing in applied linguistic teaching, German, and also Arabic languages. He's an expert in that field. He's also the president of Better Together. He was the former president of African and Caribbean Student Association here at the University of Mississippi. Now, let's look at a little bit, David. Um, what does it mean to you to lead a student body, a student association?
First of all, it means that I give to the society, that I give to the community, that I share in making the world around me to be a better place. And from that perspective, I get engaged in student bodies to form a better experience for the students who come and join the university, and to learn from them, learn with them, and also add to them. So that would be the
That's
perspective that I look to
that.
the students organization at.
Okay, that's beautiful. But let's look at Better Together. What's the inspiration behind Better Together?
The inspiration behind Better Together, I would be very clear or honest with you. Each person of us, each one of us has interests in life and has identity. And from the perspective of identity and interests, I found myself as an international student in the United States, in the University of Mississippi, in a new environment, and that has many advantages and has some challenges. And I saw that there is a need for people who are in the same category like me, international students in America in the same university like me. And from that perspective, I started to step in, create a community, the sense of a family-like atmosphere, friendship, healthy opportunity of connections, safe, safe society or safe community that international students can come together and share with each other their experience and realize that there is someone who cares or someone who faces the same issues, and get from their experience, and we together would be better. That was the inspiration from which I started Better Together.
That's I think that's a very good idea. Starting thinking about people already around you and say, okay, let's put up something together. And okay, let's talk about the challenges when you put up together, like you have a better together, but you're also a student. You have to attend classes, and then to make an association, a student body, functions. There are a lot of activities that you actually uh, organize. Now, let's talk about it a little bit first. What are the type of activities you do with Better Together or other associations you've led?
If I go chronologically, when the international students first come in the airport or first come to campus, the first need that arises here on this campus is that there is no public transportation, and they need a ride. And if you go just building on that logically and where they stay the night, so Better Together would help, first of all, when the international first come, with logistics, giving them a ride, helping finding housing, maybe even before they arrive on campus and they have questions about which apartment complex is more suitable. Um, People, so that's like at the beginning, and then giving them a tour on campus, helping them with logistics at the beginning, like where is the bank, how to open a bank account, how to go to a grocery store, and then social events, games, movie nights, that they would have fun and get together. Also, within these events, there is a main portion for expressing yourself. How can we help you? How can Better Together make your experience here on campus or in America a better together? What are the expectations that you have or the needs that you have? And how can Better Together help that? So we get to survey what people want and we get to meet that. One aspect, of course, because I'm in, like, as you said, I like languages, and we all at the internationals like languages and speak more than one language. So we get to, of course, by nature,
Yes.
speak about
Yes.
language. When you come to a new environment, you will find that, oh, there's something here different. They think different, they act different. And then some culture shocks arises, and we talk about that, and we support each other as a group how to survive in a new environment. So I think these are the bone or the backbone of any event we do, that to help students logistically, to help students psychologically in the sense of their sense of loneliness or the sense of being a foreigner in a new country, being a stranger, to help to accommodate them within a new culture, the American culture, and provide a community for them socially to support. And also to provide language introductions, culture introductions to both internationals and Americans. So there are a good number of Americans who are in the organization or come to the events, and they have always a question, how can I, because there are American students who feel shy to start or initiate a connection with an international, or they don't know how. So also Better Together would talk about it's very simple, just take one step and you will realize that there's a lot of advantages of connecting with communities that comes out from outside of the United States. Does that
Hmm.
answer your
Okay.
question?
Yes, I think you've actually said one. But okay, tell us now, what are the challenges that you face personally to make sure that those activities take place? Combining your studies and then making sure that the Better Together group has, successful activities.
Yeah, I think that's the $1 million question. Uh, uh, to be honest with you, it's very challenging. To anybody who does multitasking, that is very challenging. Time managing. Time is the most valuable resource in life. So if you use your time well, that leads to success. I would admit it's very challenging to lead an organization and to also lead your studies and take care of other things in your life. So I would say it's like a baby or a child that you have that takes a lot of your energy, attention, and effort, and it's a fact. So you need to face it and take take well care of it to have a genuine, successful organization. To look at it as your own child. So you adopt your organization. And from that perspective, you can say, okay, I'm studying today, I am doing my own personal work, or I am helping with the organization, or I ask other people to help with the organization. And that's actually a need in any organization, not only Better Together. Any volunteer-based organization always needs volunteers to come and be effective and be reliable and take commitment and share.
Okay. Apart from Better Together, you have also been the former president of the African and Caribbean Student Association. I would ask from the studio that they will play recently, even after that you've left the office, you gave a speech when the new president came in, and then there was a welcoming party. Let's listen to David Henning's speech to the new student even after he left the office. I hope we get this right from the right from the producer. Okay, well, maybe.
As they said, it's better together. It's always better that we are together. I would like to start by saying welcome. Welcome to everyone here who is the first time to be part of the University of Mississippi. If you are for the first time today in the University of Mississippi, like this semester, raise your hand. Oh, welcome to you all. Whether you are professor, instructor, faculty member, scholar, or students, you are all welcome. And if that is your first time to be part of the African Caribbean Students Association, can you raise your hand? Okay, welcome to you all. More hands. And welcome to everyone here who has been a part of the association. And this is our new fall semester. Welcome to you all. My name is David. I come from Egypt. I had the pleasure to be the former president for the association here. And I think now Hawa and the Ituno are taking the lead. And as they said at the beginning, they will take it to a higher heights and more depth. I just would like to welcome you all, wish you all the best, and that you stay in touch with each other, staying open for diversity and having more people coming in, reaching out to each other. I think you would feel here a family with everything within a family. So if you need anything, just hang out. I think there's so many people you can hang out with. There's so many people if you need help, especially if you go to Dr. Longla, because he is a very good father for this association.
Man, that was actually a speech. So, what was going on in your mind then when you were talking to the students?
What was going in my mind while I was talking to the students?
Yes.
What do you mean exactly?
What I mean, what makes you telling them, or what made you to actually come out to explain all those steps to them, like the importance of the association where they find themselves? I think basically somehow you feel that they need to understand this thing, and that's why you step out to talk to them.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you that there is, first of all, there is needs, and understanding the needs and understanding and finding solution to them. And then, as you said, stepping out and getting in and helping. And I genuinely would like to see the community of the internationals and the community of the African Caribbean students coming to, like in this case that you showed, coming to the university, that they would feel they are welcomed, that they are seen, there is attention given to them. They are not at the margin because they are a minority. or because they are not from the home host country, and they find that if they need help, there are others who would like to help them. They just need to express what they need, and and that what was going into my mind. Another thing is also when they step out of their country and come to the United States, they are opening themselves to the whole world for two reasons: for they get out of their country, and for there is a lot of diversity in the United States and presented on campus. And from there, I was inviting the students not to stay connected with the same people they used to connect with, but to open themselves to diversity and show that, okay, I would like to get to know someone I didn't know before, and I would like to take an adventure to experience a new experience with them. That's what I was inviting them. And again, I was emphasizing welcoming, that they feel they are welcomed here. They are not forgotten, or they are not unseen.
I think that's very great. I'm sure they learned a lot from you. Right now, we just saw pictures from a biking activity. What prompted that?
Oh, the biking activity. You know that there is almost no public transportation in Oxford, where the campus of the university, the main campus of the University of Mississippi, is located, and therefore it's healthy, it's effective for the environment to use bikes, and the bike shop of the university like gives the opportunity for people to lend bike for very little amount of money. So I reached out to the bike shop and asked them, the staff member there, to lead us in a bike tour to Sardis Lake, so we can see the lake and we can bike for a long distance. So that would be healthy for our physical health, and that also makes like after you do a sportive activity, that gives you more opportunity to get back home and study and look to your academic work, and it makes a sense of community and a sense of adventure. So all these people that you see in the photo from different parts of the world, China, Kazakhstan, African nations, the United States, they came together and they bike together. So it's as I say, biking together, or it's better together. It's something that they did together and they shared and gathered them together. They enjoyed it. They had fun. They get to feel, okay, we are all humans and we have the same needs, and we are pursuing activities and solution to how we spend our time and how we get together. That was the
Okay,
reason behind the bike tour. It was
I'm
really
sure the
nice. It was
yeah,
really nice.
that's what I'm trying to
We
say.
learned a lot.
I feel the participants really enjoyed that.
Yeah, can I share with one information we learned there? So at that time that we went, the level of the water in Sardis Lake, the South Lake, was very low, and we figured out that someone who lives nearby, he comes to the shore and start to collect the arrows that the Native Americans were doing. So, and we get to know that for each one good arrow, there are about like 40 arrows that didn't get sharpened enough. So he was collecting them, and they go to a long time back in the history. And some of them are like 7 inches long. So as big as this. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Okay, I think okay, leading student bodies is not something you do alone. Most time, you have to work with faculty advisors. And when you were the president of the African Caribbean students, you had the opportunity to work with Dr. Marshall Longla. Let's listen to what he said at the event of the African Caribbean Student Association. Let's listen to Dr. Longla Marshall. He is actually the faculty advisor for African Caribbean Student Association. Introduce yourself.
Marshall Longla, faculty advisor of the AXA, and I believe that this is one of the most important events that this association has. It's an event that allows us to showcase our countries, get close to our faculty members and friends here in America. It's an opportunity also for those of the Africans that were raised here to come and get close to the African culture. So I believe it's something very important that we need to have maybe at least twice a year to get together. And I would like to thank all those who have made sacrifices for this to work out this year. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, that was a message from him. Like, how was it like? How working with faculty advisors help in like succeeding in activities? What's their role?
From the name that they are advisor or supervisor, they have always a better understanding for the reality and what to come than us as students, because they have been on campus longer than us, and they worked with students more than us, and they lived longer than us. So they have experience, knowledge, and a very helpful advice. And with Dr. Longla in particular, I would say he is acting as every student. He cares about every student in the organization, and he knows the students by name and country and care for each one. And from that perspective, that he would like to provide from every perspective a superior organization, like a very excellent organization. And he always supportive, always responsive. Like whenever you reach out to him at any time, he responds back. So he showed an exemplary, to me, he showed an exemplary leadership, supervision, and as an advisor, and care. His genuine care, his belief in what he is doing is very clear and reflected, and really made the organization, the African Caribbean Students Association, go forward.
That's great. David, we know this is November, and we all know what it is. It's a very busy time for students because it's the end of the semester and all that. So I really don't want to take much of your time because I know you have other things to do. Okay, but lastly, before we go, like you are very popular, like on the campus, everybody knows David. How do you do that?
I would be very honest. That is something I was given, and I can say that I simply love the people. I love people. I love to know people, and I love to help people, and I love to connect with people, and I love the people. There's nothing special about me that I can say that makes me popular. That I would say this is a gift given to me, and the people choose that. That's not me. So I would thank the people and thank you that you, for example, reached out to me to host me here. And I would also tell you, you are also a wonderful host, very creative. You did things in the university that no one else that I am aware of did in the international community, in the African Caribbean students community. So I would also extend a thank you for you, Horeb, and thank you for all what you do here on the radio and in the TV, on YouTube, on Facebook, and all the professional work you did, even to the students, African Caribbean Students Organization, from making videos, posting them on YouTube. You stepped out. You made things that very professional, and we hope that we learn more from you.
Thank you so much. That goes straight to my mind. Okay, David, the AfroWeb TV team, we are very happy and we say thank you. Probably I need to remind people that you are from Egypt and you also, because you mentioned it, you are also an African. That's what people should know that you are. Okay, so thank you so much for being on the show. We hope to host you again next time, talk about more things. Is
It
there
would
any
be my
message you
pleasure.
are sending out? Is there any message you are sending out to Better Together people there? I'm sure they are watching you right now. Any message to them?
To all the people who are watching the Afro Web TV today, I'd like to thank Horeb for hosting me. I'd like to thank you for watching. I'd like to thank everyone who worked hard to make that happen. I'd like to thank everyone who is in the Better Together and made the community safer and healthier and better. I will thank Elise Dinelon from France and Gaurav from Nepal, that they and Andy from the United States, that they stepped in and they took part in taking care of the community and providing all what they have provided for Better Together. So thank you, Elise. Thank you very much. And thank everyone who came to Better Together and suggested something or said something that makes it a better place.
Together. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone. Thank you for being on this show this morning. It's been a pleasure talking to David about the role of the student bodies in rendering community services. That's all it is all about. And also to African Caribbean students body in University of Mississippi. You guys had a blast yesterday. David, you were there. How was the night, the cultural night?
The night was fantastic, like
Wow.
fantastic. I think we had the pleasure to see how African students presented African music and how within, even just by coming in the hall and seeing all the decoration that was put on the table to represent African nations, all the food that everyone enjoyed, the contest for the rice contest, it was amazing, and how people are, how food connects people, how music connects people, how dance brings people together, and also the Kahoot competition was very helpful. That people learn more about Africa. The whole time was people felt well welcomed and warm, like they felt a warm, lovely atmosphere last night. Thank you for everyone who came, and thank you for Ituno, Hawa, and everyone in the e-board of the African Caribbean Students Organization and the supervisor, Dr. Longala, for organizing such an amazing event. Also, I would like to thank the Global Engagement Office in the university, because Ms. Blair McLeroy and Ms. Jean, they provide a lot of help to the international students. They take well care of them, and without them, I think there wouldn't be international students coming into the university. So special thank you for the Global Engagement Office and the ISSS.
Okay, so that's the end of the show today, guys. We see you again next week for another topic. I remain Horeb Anthony. Don't forget, if you have contributions, if you have proposals, if you have anything, if you want to sponsor our program, please reach out to us on +1 319 462 8979. You can also write us. You can go to www.afrowebtv.com, on YouTube, on Facebook. We are there, AfroWebTV. We are there every time just to talk about things happening around, and also for the diaspora, the African diaspora. Yes, we are everywhere. My name is Horeb Anthony. The studio right in Iowa City is. Thank you to every one of you, and see you again next week. Ciao.
semaine, la rédaction d'Afro-Web TV vous propose un condensé de l'actualité des 7 derniers jours. Suivez sur Afro-Web TV l'actualité politique, économique et sociale, bref, dans toute son entièreté, sur www.afrowebtv.com. Veuillez vous abonner à notre chaîne Afro-Web TV sur YouTube et Facebook pour ne rien rater sur l'essentiel de l'actualité de la semaine. Afro-Web TV, au service de la communauté africaine à la diaspora. Afro-Web TV,